The history of Ghana. Before Ghana became a modern nation, long before European ships appeared on the West African coast, this land was already rich. Not just in gold, but in power, organization, and identity. The story of Ghana does not begin with colonization. It begins with kingdoms that controlled trade, defended their people, and shaped history on their own terms. Centuries ago, powerful West African empires rose across the region. One of the earliest was the ancient Ghana Empire, also known as Ouagadougou, which flourished between the 6th and 13th centuries. Though located north of present-day Ghana, its influence shaped the region's identity and legacy. It controlled vital trade routes linking West Africa to North Africa and the Mediterranean, trading gold, salt, and ivory. Gold from this region became legendary, earning West Africa the name the Gold Coast. As empires shifted, new states emerged within modern Ghana's borders. The Akan kingdoms, especially the Ashanti Empire, rose to prominence in the 17th century. The Ashanti were not a loose tribe, but a highly organized state with a strong military, advanced governance, and deep spiritual traditions. At the heart of Ashanti identity stood the Golden Stool, believed to contain the soul of the Ashanti people. It was not a throne. It was sacred. No king sat on it. It represented unity, authority, and the spirit of the nation. Trade brought both wealth and danger. European powers arrived along the coast in the 15th century, drawn by gold. The Portuguese were first, followed by the Dutch, British, and others. Forts and castles were built. Elmina Castle, Cape Coast Castle. Not as symbols of partnership, but as instruments of control. Over time, trade shifted from gold to human lives. Ghana became one of the central points in the transatlantic slave trade, where millions of Africans were captured, sold, and shipped across the ocean. Yet resistance never stopped. The Ashanti fought multiple wars against British forces, defending their sovereignty for decades. Leaders like Yaa Asantewaa, the Queen Mother of Ejisu, rose in defiance when colonial powers tried to seize the Golden Stool. Her resistance became one of the most powerful symbols of African anti-colonial struggle. Eventually, British control tightened, and the region was formally named the Gold Coast. But the desire for freedom did not fade. In the 20th century, a new generation of leaders emerged. Among them was Kwame Nkrumah, who believed Africa's future depended on unity and self-rule. Through mass movements, political organizing, and unwavering determination, Ghana achieved independence in 1957, becoming the first sub-Saharan African country to break free from colonial rule. Independence was more than political freedom. It was symbolic. Ghana's victory inspired liberation movements across Africa and the African diaspora. Nkrumah spoke not only for Ghana, but for the continent, calling for African unity and self-determination. Modern Ghana stands as a nation deeply aware of its past. The castles that once imprisoned the enslaved now stand as memorials. Traditional kings still play cultural roles alongside democratic institutions. Music, language, and festivals keep ancestral memory alive. Ghana is a place where history is not hidden. It is remembered. The flag of Ghana tells this story in color. The red represents the blood of those who fought for independence. The gold reflects the nation's wealth and natural resources. The green symbolizes fertile land and growth. At the center, the black star stands for African freedom, unity, and hope, a symbol that echoes far beyond Ghana's borders. Ghana's story is one of dignity reclaimed. It is the story of a people who were rich before the world arrived, who suffered deeply, and who rose again with purpose. To understand Ghana is to understand that Africa was never empty, never silent, and never waiting to be discovered. It was already standing.